it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a super fun project. We're gonna be turning some paper mache tubes into fireworks. Now, before I jump in and tell you the supplies you're gonna need, I'm going to let you know the weekly WOW sale that ends on July the 4th, 2021 at 12 a.m. Central Standard Time is 30% off all the Decor Sparkle HTV. So that's the holographic looking stuff. It's so cool. So just to let you know, 30% off, sale ends July the 4th at 12 a.m. Central Standard Time. So for this tutorial, you're gonna need your paper mache tubes. So I bought a few different sizes. So this is a paper mache round cylinder. These are all from Hobby Lobby. This one retails for $6.99. They do put these on 50% off. Then this is a wine box. But you see, if you take that off, it's the same kind of thing. And this one was $4.99. And then last but not least is this is a set, and this one was $5.99. So that'll kind of give us the different sizes that we want. You're gonna need your paint, which I am using Home Decor chalk paint in Cottage White, Imperial, and Nautical. So red, white, and blue. And then the vinyl I'm gonna use on these as well is our Specialty Materials Glitter Flex Ultra. This is the pressure sensitive, so we've got red, white, and navy. And you're gonna need some rope. This is decorative nautical rope from the Dollar Tree, so this piece was $1. And paintbrushes, glue, that kind of thing. So if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, we will go over how to make this. As you can see, I have my paper mache containers just set out. I did go ahead and pull the label off the other one, so all that I did, these come off pretty easily. So we're gonna set that to the side. The first thing that I need to do is I need to take and cut the string off the wine tote one, because, well, I don't need a string. So just gonna trim it, and there we go. So as you can see, we have a couple of holes now from it. So I have my glue gun out, so I can take and grab, this is just like one of the little plastic tools from Hobby Lobby, or not from Hobby Lobby, from Dollar Tree. So I've got a couple of them here. So I've got my glue gun and it's all nice and hot, and I'm gonna take and fill in that hole, and then I'm gonna take this spatula and make sure it's smooth. There we go. Let me do that one more time because I removed it all from the hole. Okay. It's all in how you hold it. There we go. So now the hole is filled in and we're good. So now we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. We're gonna take and hold. And the reason I'm using like these tools, because they work really well for doing this, and then if you accidentally mess it up, it's inexpensive, but typically you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so you can see that's now all filled in. Looks good. Okay, set this to the side. Now you can take and let that dry and then just peel that glue off because it is hot glue. And you can fill in the hole with whatever you're wanting. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and unplug my hot glue gun. Here's where the complicated part gets. Okay, so as you can see, we have the tube sitting here. I'm gonna go for a shorter one so you can see. Okay, so this is just a Phillips head screwdriver, and we're gonna go in center. So I'm just going slowly, making my hole for my rope, okay? And the rope should fit through there, and if not, we can make the hole bigger, but it's just that easy. So there we go. We've got our hole done. We'll do the same thing for the tallest. And I recommend doing your holes before you paint or apply. Well, you don't have to do them before you paint. I just feel like that's easier to do. And then you can take and apply. And you want to kind of go slow with it because you don't want to damage the paper mache portion. There we go. So you don't want to like actually break it. So we're gonna paint these now. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna show you painting all of them or just one of them, because we're just gonna paint the base coat. So we're gonna start off with the shortest one, and that is going to be in the cottage white. Okay. Now, this is just, I buy brushes like this in bulk. These are chip brushes from Harbor Freight. They're super inexpensive, but they work great for doing projects like this. And I chose chalk paint because I love the way, you know, chalk paint to me has that Americana, old school kind of feel to it. So I feel like this definitely has that same kind of feeling. So we're just going to take and brush the whole thing with the white. And as you can see, it goes pretty easily, pretty fast. Oh, my nose is wanting to run. The weather here has been crazy. I don't know what it's like for y'all, but for me, the weather has been so crazy around here. But, you know, part of that is it's hurricane season, so that happens a lot. So as you can see, it's just applying a good layer of white. Now, yeah, because of time, I'll probably only paint one on camera. Ow, that hurt. Watch where you put your hot glue gun, people. I'll be okay. But yeah, it kind of stung a little bit. I touched it with my elbow and it's unplugged, but it takes a while. I don't know how y'all are about stuff, but like I injure myself on a regular basis. Like I've always got bruises, cuts, scrapes, burns. I'm clumsy, very clumsy, and can be not really absent-minded, but when I'm doing stuff, I get super focused, which sometimes makes me a little absent-minded, I guess is the best way to put it. There you go. We're almost through with the white one. Okie dokie. So we're gonna let these dry and then we'll come back and apply our rope and our graphics. Okie dokie. So as you can see on this one of the fireworks, I've already put the vinyl, but I haven't put the rope through the hole. So I'm gonna grab the end of the rope and we're gonna make it go through our hole that we punctured in the top. Okay. And we're just kind of working it down. And this rope does have tape on both sides. So now that that's in there, I'm gonna take and pull this out enough where I can tie this off. There we go. Make sure it's good and tight. And now I'm gonna pull it back through so you can see the rope is down there at the end of the tube. So now we need to trim off the top of our rope. So I'm just using a razor blade cutter or breakaway blade. Make sure that if you're working with a breakaway blade, cut away from you because they are sharp. So now one of the other things I'm gonna do is take a lighter and light the edges so it kind of looks like a burnt fuse. There we go. So now that one is done. Okay, so now we got to work on the snap one. I've already ran the rope through it, and then this is pop. I did some of it off camera to save time, but all the SVGs are available on the Patreon page. $4 or more a month, you get access to them. And tomorrow's video, which will be Tuesday, no, not tomorrow's video, next Tuesday's video, Tuesday live, will be the scrap box drawing. So now I need to weed the glitter material. Now, glitter, this pressure sensitive glitter is definitely more difficult to work with. It's worth it in the end once you're done with it, but I will tell you that in the meantime of working on it, it is like a pain in the hiney. It just takes so much time and effort, but I think that the results are definitely worth it, in my opinion. But again, those kinds of things are up to each person. So we're gonna go ahead and weed this, and I wanted to show weeding for this one because I typically don't show using this product a whole lot. And as I said, even though it's a really awesome product, it is more on the difficult side to work with. And I think sometimes, or at least what I see, sometimes it does get to where people are like, they'll speed through it or they won't show any issues if you're having an issue with vinyl. And I wanted to make sure that people could kind of see the whole thing. I think that that's important because, you know, if you see all the easy stuff, then you're like, oh, I can do that in a heartbeat. And you might take in a job that you're like, oh my goodness, why did I go for this? And when you're working with the glitter vinyl, I do definitely recommend to check your settings. Make sure you have a good fresh blade, especially when you're working on this kind. Like the glitter vinyl that is the heat transfer, you don't have to worry about as much, but I mean, it still can be difficult. So I'm just going through pulling the centers out. And another thing I do like to do is, you see how I'm just taking and starting these a little bit? Whenever I go to mask this definitely helps to have it release some. Now, it's not gonna be perfect. It's still gonna take a while. But yeah, the more you have released from the plastic, the better. So you can kind of go through, do it however you want to, but just kind of lift and place back down. I mean, that's all you've got to do. And it really does help when you go to use it with the transfer tape. Just in case you're wondering. So just kind of lift, lay back down. Oop, I broke that little piece off. It's okay. And see, if you ever break anything like I just did there, because this, since it's like a glitter over, I don't know what it's over, but it's a thinner material. Like you would expect, I mean, it has texture to it, but you would expect it to be like super thick. Well, it's definitely not super thick. So we're gonna go ahead and do the centers, lay it back down, lift the edges, and yeah, that's kind of what you do. And again, like where I just broke it there, you can just put it back into place. No one will notice. I know it's there though. But again, You rush it, you run into issues. And right now I am kind of rushing it a little bit because I don't want the video to be 20,000 hours long. So there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Almost the finished job. Just a little at a time. Oh, there we go. But yeah, and this stuff sticks amazing. I wouldn't really use this for like outdoor stuff, but yeah. Because this does, because it is glitter, does tend to fade pretty quickly in comparison, like if it's left out in the direct sunlight, just to kind of let you know. Okay, so everything's lifted and good. So now I'm gonna take my little stars, because I cut those in white. I'm gonna take those, and we're gonna go ahead and place them into where they go. That definitely helps. Snap, crackle, pop. There we go. And last but certainly not least is this one. Okay. Okay, so that's how that looks. We're gonna grab our strong grip transfer tape. Now this, you cannot use your regular grip transfer on this. It just won't do anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my X-OXO knife, trim it off. There we go. Squeegee it down from the front and the back side. And this is going to not stick as well anyway because I've reused this transfer tape. So that's another reason why. And then you just kind of roll it down. A little at a time. There we go. And if you have any issues, there we go, squeegee and roll. There. Okay. Okay, so now that is removed. So we're gonna take our red firecracker and lay it down. Okay. Gonna take and center our vinyl. Okay. Squeegee it down. Lost some paint, that's okay. We can touch that up. Okay, so you see with a couple of places we lost the paint. So I'm gonna grab my paint, which is right here. I'm just gonna grab a little bitty brush and get just the tiniest bit and touch up. Because this is paper, that's kind of why you gotta be gentle. Okay. So we're just gonna touch that up. And again, you see how easy that is? Just get you some little detail brushes and kind of touch up away. So, look how good that looks. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, there's snap. Crackle. Make sure you can see them all the way. So there's snap, crackle, and pop. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? So remember, this week's weekly wow sale is all Deco Sparkle is on sale for 30% off, and that sale ends on July the 4th at 12 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time is a live. But I guess that's it. We'll see y'all later. Bye.